let's take a look at some brand new features on iOS 17. So now you can create custom stickers from your photos, like this squirrel here. After we drop them into the message box, we can then add an effect. And you could make him shiny, that's nice, puffy, looks like a real sticker, or comic, I like comic. And so that's definitely fun. There's a nice zoom in of comic squirrel. Another cool feature is that you can actually now look up recipes. So it'll just scan the food and wow, look at that. They're exactly the same. And here's another one. Now, when you just zoom in on a picture, you can just hit the crop button in the top right corner. That's very nice. And you can also create a custom nameplate. There's mine. Please subscribe if you're enjoying the video and want to learn more. Now we're going to the Notes app. So in Notes, you can now add a link to another note. So that's really useful just for streamlining, organizing better. Because if you're like me and you have about 300 notes, then you can just pop over to the other note really easily. There's also some autocorrect updates. So there, you see it autocorrects. But then it puts a line under it and lets you revert back to your old one or choose a different autocorrect more easily. One of their big updates is adding these mental well-being. So they have this whole section, and here we go. We're going to log an emotion or mood. So do I feel neutral? Not happy. But very pleasant. I'm going to say, kind of near neutral. I'll say maybe slightly pleasant. Yeah. Okay, then you can kind of choose. I'm going to choose some attributes that I feel right now. So, maybe I'll say content and grateful, peaceful, calm. So that's nice. And then you can kind of choose what's making you feel these feelings. So it's a nice little log you can complete every day or, whenever. And then it'll kind of store it in your history, which we will see here. Yeah, but mine is my first one, so it's empty. And then they have all this new mental well-being information. Now here's a great one. You can have multiple timers at one time. So just hitting that little plus button or recents. And this is a wonderful feature. I am going to use this all the time. There's also a brand new feature, which is standby. So when you turn your phone outside and charge it, you can get all these cool clock faces. And it'll be an always on display. And, it's charging, so it's not going to run out of battery. And there's really a lot of options. These are all just presets. I didn't load any of those. So that's nice. And you even have widgets there. 2 clocks. So that's a fun new feature. And useful, no alarm clock. Now, you can also crossfade between songs in Apple Music, which is fun. Cuts off the end, makes it a smoother transition. Here on the homepage, you can just say Siri without saying the hey part, and it'll appear. Another nice feature. So now we're going to Maps. Maps is a wonderful app I use all the time too. So now you can zoom in on electric charging stations for EVs and get really good details like how many chargers there are, how fast it is. So that's a fun feature. And this is, I think, one that's really useful. So you can just drop a pin, click download, and then you can kind of zoom in, zoom out, find a good area that you want to download for offline use. So it takes a lot of storage, if you can read that number there. But I think this is a really cool feature. So I'm going to choose this area here, and then if I go to offline maps, I can see it. It'll tell me how much storage it takes and everything. Now, we're going to go to airplane mode and try it. So now, when we're in airplane mode, you can see it kind of boxes out this certain area that we have, and then you can just zoom all the way in and see all the details, even though we're not connected to the Wi-Fi. So I think that's a great feature. Another quick fun one, you could just make a grocery list that automatically separates your items into categories, which is fun. And here, so in the energy section, there's a really cool new feature that tells you in your neighborhood during what time periods there's cleaner energy and or dirtier energy. So that's useful. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. Thank you for watching.